What's up guys, welcome to Freedive Passion. Today I'm doing another Q&A. If you want to ask a question, head over to Instagram and each Monday on our story, you'll have the opportunity to ask your own questions.
What exercises are good for more awareness and control of the soft palate?
A nice exercise to build awareness of your soft palate is to breathe in the nose and out the mouth. So in the nose, out the mouth. And notice the movement of the soft palate, the movement at the back of your throat. Then if you can also breathe in the nose and out the mouth simultaneously, then that's the position that you want to be in if you're performing mouthfill.
How long does it take for your contractions to start when you do RV statics?
Honestly, I don't do long RV statics in general. I remember doing one like a week or so ago, and I went until 2 minutes without contractions. Normally I start to get contractions somewhere between 2:40 and 3 minutes. So I'd say it would be a similar time to when I get contractions on full lungs. The only difference is the feeling of the dive response and the other feelings you get with regards to the breath hold itself do feel much more extreme. So if just these feelings alone are enough to trigger your contractions, then you'll get them sooner, but it might not necessarily be to do with the CO2.
Do you offer online coaching programs?
I'm happy you asked, and this may be like a bit of a shameless self-promotion, but I have just started to do online coaching programs, both for programming and for mouthfeel equalization. So if you want to find out more information about that, you can head over to my website.
How deep from your PB should you train?
My general rule of thumb when it comes to training is to always do the shallowest depth that you can do to train the thing that you're specifically trying to train. So that's a really general answer, but there is no real answer to that question. If you're trying to train comfort at depth, then you have to go to depth. If you're trying to train charging your mouthfeel, then you would only have to go to 30 meters. So it really depends on what you're specifically trying to train.
What budget locations have the best community for finding training partners, and at what time of year?
Definitely one of the best places in the world, maybe the best place in the world, would be Dahab, my home base. The best time of year is probably spring and autumn. Autumn being the better time of the year because you have nice temperature outside the water and a nice temperature in the water. A second option could be Pangalao in the Philippines. A third option will be Bali, but conditions are a little bit more hit and miss in Bali.
How can I train to reverse pack deeper in a safe way?
To build an awareness of exactly how you're reverse packing, it helps to do it dry. So you would breathe out until RV, forceful full exhalation. Do a reverse pack, equalize, then let the air out your nose, then close the nose again, and pay attention to how you're cycling the air, how you're bringing the air up from the lungs. And the softer and more gentle it can be, and the smaller amount of air that you bring up, the safer it's going to be to do it at depth.
For static, I relax for my breathe up and my heart rate drops to 50 BPM. But when I breathe in full lungs to start my static, it suddenly increases to up to 85 BPM. Is it normal to get this sudden spike?
Yes, it's normal that the heart rate spikes at the beginning of a breath hold. This is known as tachycardia. Then as the breath hold continues and your dive response kicks in, you'll experience bradycardia, the heart rate then goes down again. But we need to think that the reason that we do our breathe up and this relaxed, slow breathing is not purely to drop the heart rate and not purely to have a low heart rate within your breath hold. The type of breathing that you would do, which as one byproduct drops your heart rate, is also activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and recovery nervous system. And this is exactly the state of being that we want to be in as we begin a dive. And ideally, we can continue this same state during the dive also. That's it for the questions today. Thank you for everybody that sent in a question, and I hope this video was useful to some people. If you've got any comments, then just comment below. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, guys, take it easy and dive safe.